Well, welcome back to the second of our UK videos here, and I'm on the beach and you're looking at the English Channel, and I'm here. Mum, say hello, Mum. And we thought you would like to see a little bit about where we live here in the UK. So we're sitting on the beach here at Milford-on-Sea, and I'm going to take you to the pub, I'm going to take you to the fish and chip shop and show you around this area of outstanding natural beauty they call the New Forest. So enjoy the ride. I hope you can hear me okay throughout the wind. Starts with what is called a 99, Mr. Whippy, and that's what this is. Well, welcome to Milford-on-Sea. Your education of British life continues, because we are now going to the fish and chip shop, or what you would call the chip shop. So this is your classic fish and chip shop. Usual selection of things that you can order. Look at that, guys. And then they just make it there and give it up to you, serve it up to you.
Order number 54.
And then your fish and chips come in a bag. There we are, look at this. I went for fish cake and chips. Now, the way you can tell that we're in the south of England,
right,
is curry sauce. This is curry sauce. On it goes. It's a bit gelatinous, but don't let that put you off. And there you have one of England's national dishes, fish and chips. Here in the UK, when all else fails, we go to the pub, and I'm going to take you with me, and we're going to drive through the New Forest. I'll talk about that when we're on our drive. Well, let's just take a second to get our bearings. The New Forest is an unenclosed forest, proclaimed a royal forest by William the Conqueror in 1079, and is mentioned in the Domesday Book. It is one of the UK's national parks and covers roughly 200 square miles of the counties of Hampshire and Wiltshire, and is some 90 or so miles from London. It is a mixture of pasture, heathland and forest, and a haven for all manner of wildlife. Those people that live within its boundaries are given forest rights, which means residents can turn out horses and cattle into the forest for grazing, and they are looked after by what are known as agisters, which is another name for veterinary doctors. That's why you drive very carefully once you cross a cattle grid, because you are entering the animals' forest, and they roam freely. It is not at all rare for a herd of cattle to bring traffic to a standstill until they are ready to move on. Now then, British beer, or what we call real ale or bitter. Let's set the matter straight. Real ale is not, contrary to what you might have heard, drunk at room temperature. Sure, it is not carbonated and thus is significantly easier to drink than lagers, but it is drunk slightly chilled, as it is invariably stored in the cellar of the pub in which it is served, and thus it is naturally cooler than if it were to be stored in a regular room. This particular pint is Fuller's HSB, and very nice it was whilst it lasted. Otherwise, the pub is a place to chat with people, tell stories, sit by the fire or in the garden, and enjoy food like what I'm having here. Steak and ale pie, and then following it up with sticky toffee pudding. Well, this, ladies and gentlemen, is not called a mall in this country. This is called a shopping centre. And we are in West Quay Shopping Centre in Southampton. Let's have a little wander round. Well, everybody, this was the best vantage point of Southampton Port that I could find. I'm sorry it's not brilliant, but this is actually the home of the Queen Mary. So if you want to ever travel to New York or arrive in the UK in style, the Port of Southampton is where you will do it. It's about the price of a business class airline seat, actually, but it takes a week to get here. Rather civilised way of arriving in the UK, and then you get all the benefits of this particular area that we'll look at together. Of course, it's also the port where the Titanic made its final voyage as well, on a less positive note. Well guys, that's the end of my trip to the United Kingdom. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a like and consider subscribing. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one, probably back in the United States. Thanks for watching.